Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Mythgard in Middle-earth. My name is Corey Olsen, the Tolkien professor, joined as always by my friend Gryfflet, who has been standing here on this watchtower, looking out across the Brown Lands, and the Easterling camp, which is extremely visible from this watchtower, though our lookouts seem to be looking in the other direction, but that's okay. This dude is the tower exit? I never even noticed that. So what, he's like, speak, friend, and exit? Is that his job? What a peculiar thing. Anyway, I want to see if I can see. Yes, you can see the Outlaws camp from here. Wow, cool. Nifty. Well, it's a dreary day in the Brown Lands, which I suppose is... Hey there. Okay. That was super weird. My audio levels just like totally changed. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that thing. All right. Maybe I hit something accidentally. Okay. Sorry. There it is. My audio was happening. It was just happening extremely quietly. Anyhow, like I said, I was on a family trip to Iceland last week. We rented an RV. We rented a motorhome and drove all around the southern part of Iceland, which was really, really fun. So anyway, that was great. Good to spend time with family and get to see awesome new places. And now we're we're back. And glad to be with you guys here this week. So Gryfflet is still in the Brown Lands, and he was just about to turn in his quests, which he's going to come and talk, and he's going to say friend and exit the watchtower here. Okay, there we go. Whoa, he ends up like in the middle of a thorn bush. So he's going to turn in his quests here and then go around the next round of quests here in the Brown Lands. In the Brown Lands, I think we're now in the final segment of the Great River, so it's going to be on to Rohan fairly soon. Let's see how much of the Brown Lands Gryfflet can get through here. Hey, Dagbert, what's up with you?
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Okay, so this was, I think, you were the one who was wanting me to kill a bunch of the Easterlings. Okay, Blades of the East.
Rohirrim will need your aid.
Okay, we must move against the Kundalar. Yes, they've come in great force. It's certainly true. So you want me to go alone to their camp and fight a bunch of them? What could go wrong? And they are flying the banners of the Dark Lord at Lashkarg. You have heard they serve Mordor in direct disregard for the mandates of their master, a man who calls himself Urokshar the Blue. Right, we talked about that, a sorcerer. Okay, we heard about him. Show them that the Rittermark does not fear the Dark Lord. Burn the banners of the Great Eye. Okay. All right. Okay, well, that'll be fun. And now we go up to Twiga up here. He was right. Wild cats and collared cats. Right, so, okay, I killed a bunch of cats.
Our mission is dire.
And you're satisfied with that, so good. And now the wild cats aren't wild. Right. They belong to the Kundalar. Yes, the fact that I saw several of them in the company of the Easterlings suggests that. Okay, the knowledge that these cats are trained to attack us is quite unnerving. Yeah, first of all, can I just say that's a really good counterattack against the Rohirrim, right? For a culture who primarily focuses on their cavalry, to have great cats trained in counterattack, because, you know, great cats are going to terrify horses. I mean, horses are going to be very afraid of great cats. So that's a really smart move on the Easterlings' part. Okay, so you want me to hunt more of them. Okay. And what else here?
Have need of your services.
Among the Kundalar is one who trains the creatures. Hunt him out and defeat him. Okay, that sounds a little more practical. All right, we can do that. And then I've got, where do I have? Here he is. Find the milestone. Do I have the right milestone, by the way? No, stand guard. Well, that's fine. Okay.
Will you aid the horse lords?
This hell store must be where the brigand camp. Yep, can see it from the tower. Okay, and I've seen Lashkarg. Yes. Okay. You want to leave them alone? Well, I have other plans. And the Blue Castle.
Our mission is dire.
Oh, right, the thing I found. Are you clearing that out of my inventory? I'd be grateful. I found this upon their sorcerers. Yes, good. Okay, excellent. And trolls.
What brings you to these lands?
Yep. Yep, there are definitely trolls. Okay, so now what do you have for me? Let's see. Oop, trouble enough. What's this? Oh, right, I finished all of them. Much to do yet. Right, well, I thought so too. Okay, second round. Woo-wee. All right.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
The Brigands, so defeat the Brigands. Okay, Hafok, captain of Ethelberg, before me, went missing. Oh. He seemed to welcome the assignment. He was one of the few that had come here at Wormtongue's orders, not out of discipline. Oh dear. I wonder now if Hafok has betrayed his people and joined these brigands. Ah, okay. So the brigands are a plant by Wormtongue. Oh, that's really cunning. I would probably be pronounced Havok, Phil. Yeah, I'm not doing it properly. A single F would be pronounced like a V. Yep. Okay. Cool. And
The Rohirrim will need
let's see. Collect more medallions. Okay. So I gotta fight sorcerers. That'll probably come up.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
More other medallions. Dark blue and light blue medallions. Okay. All right. And
Rohirrim will need your aid.
defeat brigands. Okay. And treasures of Parth Celebrant. The brigands of the Brownlands are a thieving lot, looting the relics of the field of Celebrant and bringing them here to stockpile. Okay, treasures from Hellstore. Great. Phew. Okay. All right. So, quick question for you guys. Because it's been a long time since I've done the epic quest, and of course, poor Gryfflet is not falling behind in the epic quest, but there's the, that business of the corpse of the fell beast there, and he's got to track down the rider in order to make progress in the epic quest line, and I've got to complete those deeds and everything, and it's all confusing. So, my question is, I'm going to carry on going around the Brownlands here and completing the quests. I think I'm going to head up to, let me organize these. So many Brownlands quests now. Okay. I'm going to do the Wayward Captain. So I'm going to do... No, I'm not going to do the Lashkarg quests first. No. Yes. That one. And the Treasures of Parth Celebrant. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, fine. Good. So I'm going to go up to the Brigands first, and then I'll come back around. But, so my question for you guys... Is there any reason why I should do the... what I want to avoid is having to do things twice. So the deeds that I have to do around the Great River in order to move forward with the tracking down the Nazgul deed/quest. Should I do that first? Or can I do these other side quests here around the Brownlands, and then once I finish all that stuff up, then go around and do the deeds? Any recommendation as to which order I should do those things in? Okay. All right, yeah, there's a skosh of overlap. Okay, yeah. What I want to make sure is, like, I'm not going to go, like, all the way through, you know, the Easterlings camp and do all the things in the Easterlings camp only to be sent back into the Easterlings camp when I'm on my tour. Am I? Is that going to, because if that's going to happen, then I'll do the deeds first so that I can do those all at once. That's really what I'm kind of getting at with those. Oh, hey. Sorcerers. Well, I'll get to them. Something tells me there will be plenty of sorcerers of both dark and light blue varieties once I get up to their camp. So, right, there's the camp. So I'm going to see if I can avoid aggroing too many folks. All right. Okay, I do need to kill Easterlings for them. So, all right, hang on a second. Let me see. I'm about to aggro that guy over there. Maybe I can hang out by this troll statue for a second. Okay. Where's the deeds? I gotta find because I'm gonna, oh, no, that's just not the right thing. I meant to hit this. The deeds, epic deeds. Okay. The Vanished Rider. Okay. Complete an inspiring presence in the Brownlands. Complete a bubbling in the blood in the Rush Gore. These are quests? The Sniffling Snufflers? Where do I pick these up? I remember I was so confused the last time that I had to do this, and I've only done it once or twice. So are these are quests that it's asking me to complete? And if so, where do I pick them up? They're all over there. Okay, hang on. So let me go back to the epic line here, because I think it's just right, complete the deed, the Vanishing Rider, right? So that's it. So I have to complete this deed. So that doesn't help me. So I don't actually have any epic quest to follow. I'm just supposed to complete these, which says complete that. So I got to go back to the dude standing on the hill. All right. Well, I'm going to do the Brigands first because that's obviously safe. So I'll do the Brigands, and then I'll go back to see if I can pick up the first of those quests, because I do want to make sure I don't have to duplicate over much. All right. Here we are at Hellstore. Now let's dismount, and let's stealthify. Okay, because the three things I have to do here is fight a bunch of folks, which shouldn't be a problem, collect treasures, and defeat their leader. So I'll sneak in a Wold Archer. So these are men from the Wold who are defecting with Havoc. Do you guys have any treasures up here? Burglar, asking for a friend. Okay. No, just dudes. Okay. There's an archer sneaking clumsily. Here's a captain. Okay. Look at that. Sauron's banner hanging from their watchtower here. Right, so you see, these are not just lawless brigands. Do I have to kill them to get treasure? Lords of the Desolation. That's a really cool quest title. I don't think so. Are there treasures lying around? Where are the treasures? As many burglars before me have said, I am not seeing enough treasure lying around. Let's see. Okay. see. No. Excuse me, where are your treasures? Did you collect anything from Parth Celebrant? Because Parth Celebrant wants it back. Is this just out? This is the exit? It's the upper exit? Where's Havoc? Did I miss him? Captain, but not the captain. Other captain, who's also not the captain. Where'd he go? Gryfflet is really on his stealth game tonight. The treasures are in a cave? Did he say that? Oh, no, I don't have Detect Treasure activated. But still, that's not the right kind of treasure anyway. All right, let me come over here. Okay. Oh, fine. All right, and great. Okay, so there's a cave. So I'm looking for an instance in a cave? Oh. Was I not stealthed? I thought I was stealthed. No, apparently not. Okay. All right, let's see. Now, stay stealthy, Gryfflet. You were doing such a good job before. Okay, so there's a cave. Oh, the burglars have been tweaked? Do I do more damage now? Cool. Oh, wait. Hark? Hark? Is that a... Yes, it is. Oh. How did I unstealth? When did that happen? It's one thing to get detected. It's another thing to just suddenly not be in stealth mode anymore. That just doesn't seem right. Is there a reason that keeps happening? Okay. Let's see if Gryfflet... He just did it again. Why did that happen? Can anyone explain why I keep just spontaneously breaking out of stealth mode? It's the wound? I don't remember that happening before. Huh. All right. Did that always happen? Have I just never noticed that? That when I'm bleeding... okay. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Let me... While I am perusing here, let me... I got some spelunking to do, which is a super fun word under any circumstances. So let me get to my lore questions here. Thank you, Phil, as usual, for transferring my lore questions here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, and so, Tony, I want to start with yours. Okay. Tony's asking, when Glorfindel is referred to as an elf lord, is Gandalf just referencing his social rank or ancestry, or is it more about his intrinsic qualities? Or is that a chicken and egg question? Great question, Tony. Okay, so in what sense is Glorfindel an elf lord? They're still not carrying treasures on them. Okay. You know what I notice about brigand caves. They're very clean. Like, they do a lot of laundry. We always see laundry hanging up in brigand caves. It just seems that brigands in LOTRO have a real impressive, though frankly surprising, dedication to cleanliness, which you wouldn't really assume. But I mean, obviously, you shouldn't just assume that. Just because you're a brigand doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be unsightly. Ooh, relics. I spy treasure at last. And a random old captain and havoc. Hey, look at this. They're all just sitting around in the room, the treasures? With havoc. Sure. Okay. What did you have over here? Dogs? What are these little cages for? Says the hobbit, about to walk into a little cage. There's the wold captain. A huge bear. That bear, look at that. The head of that bear is almost up to the waist of the wold captain. You see that? I guess if he stood right next to it, it might be up to his knees, but it looks above his knees. It's really impressive. They're burglar traps. Yeah, it did almost work. Not quite, though. Somebody just sneak up on me from behind? Oh, no, they snuck up on Kiriana from behind. Ha-ha. Little positional damage on you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, I just unstealthed myself, I think. I'm now paranoid about the whole stealth thing. And, all right, and... That's why the brigands are clean, so they can sneak up and no one will smell them coming. See, what you would think that would be an advantage, right? Okay. Hey, I'm trying to get positional... Ah! Oh, well. Trying to stab you from behind, was that so much to ask? Tony, I'm getting around to your question, though. I really am. Glorfindel, Elf Lord. So, in what sense exactly is Glorfindel an Elf Lord? I don't think that that's a... I can't believe I didn't get any dialogue from Havoc there. To what extent is that... I really don't think it's a social comment. I don't think it's about his rank. You know, he's an elf lord because he was the, you know, head of a house in Gondolin, and so therefore he's an elf lord. I'd be surprised if that were the case. Did I get them all? Yes, great. Okay, did the captain, did the... Oh, look, I even killed enough brigands? Really? Great. Oh, yeah, because I did kill a bunch out there. Fantastic. We're done. Anyhow, so I really don't think it's a social thing. I don't think that Lord means that he is, you know, in a position of feudal dominance over other elves necessarily, especially because of the way that tends to... Oh, look at you right there. The way that tends to get used... I'm thinking of the reference to Glorfindel later on. Like, even if... even an elf lord like Glorfindel couldn't, blast his way through, right? He can't, through the power that is in him. I think it's about him and about his power. It's not about, oh, look, it's their little fishery. Oh, look at these industrious ruffians hanging their fish to dry, mending their nets. This is so quaint, fishing off the docks. I don't want to disturb you guys. Anyway, yeah. So the way that Gandalf talks about Elf Lord does make it sound like it means not person who holds important political position among the elves, but rather person who, like, an elf person of very great power and capacity. Now, Tony, I do agree that there is an element of chicken and egg there, right? Because it's not a coincidence, right? That, though the coincidence doesn't work in the way that the non-coincidence doesn't work in the way that you might necessarily assume, it is of course not true, I think, that like elven kings correlate with elves that are super powerful because the most powerful of all the elves make themselves into kings. Like, that's not the way it works. It works kind of the other way around. Like, you are an elf king, win kind of situation. It's like the same thing with height, right? Amir is the tallest of the Rohirrim in his company, not because he was elected captain because he's the tallest, right? But there is at the same time a very non-coincidental correlation between those two things. One of the things that is important to remember in Tolkien's world, hierarchy is objective. It is not the way that we are trained to think as modern thinkers, especially, I would say, as Americans, but those who are among the great tend to be intrinsically greater than those who are not. And physical height is one of the ways in which that is manifested, right? One of the kind of evidences of that. So I think that the elf lord, like Glorfindel as elf lord and being described as elf lord, I mean, he's not lording it over anybody right now. And I don't think this is an honorific, like, Gandalf knows that back in the day, Glorfindel was a big deal back in Gondolin, right? So he's calling him an elf lord because he used to, once an elf lord, always an elf lord. No, again, I don't think that that's the case. In calling him an elf lord, he's saying, like, well, the presence of elves, right? And elves are, like, intrinsically powerful, magical people. He's an elf lord, right? He is a boss elf, is essentially, I think, much more like what Gandalf is saying when he calls Glorfindel an elf lord. Again, not a coincidence, right? But it's not a Machiavellian non-coincidence, if you see what I mean. All right, let me turn these in here. Havoc is out of the way. Oh, and I get gloves. Gloves of the Wayward Wanderer. That sounds fun. Let's see. What do the gloves look like? Oh, those don't match at all. Those just do not go with my ensemble. Okay. And what else do we have here? Lords of Desolation.
Aid the horse lords.
Okay, you're welcome. Here's some treasures.
Aid the horse lords.
Thank you. Any follow-ups? No. Great. Fine. Okay. So we've closed the loop on the Brigands. That was simple enough. Let me go and see where the local quest is going to take me on the... So if I come back around to where the fell beast was, he was somewhere over here. Oh no, that's a Kundalar captain. Okay. Let's see. I'm too far towards the coast here. Let's see. Right around here somewhere, wasn't he? Wasn't he over here? Uh-oh. Do I have a quest item? Tell me I have a quest item. From those brigands. No. Oh, shoot. Yes. Drat. At least I only got one of them. And I didn't get 14. Okay. All right. Quest item. Implicates one of Keola's men as a traitor, assisting Havoc's brigands. Ooh, yeah, I should bring that back to him. Okay. Thank you for drawing my attention to that. Okay. Where'd he go? Is it on the other side of the... It's not on the other side of the camp, is it? What happened to him? Where'd the fell beast go? I seem to remember it being fairly close to the camp here. Will I get a quest tracker for that? Okay. Oh, yeah, there he is. Okay, there he is. Because there's the... No. Where'd he go? There's a fell beast. Anyway, sorry. All right, Gamo. Right. I was headed that direction, too. They've been gathering in greater numbers. You know little of their language. They speak a fragmented tongue. But you think they speak of some new and powerful ally. Choraton, maybe. They call this person that inspires them, but if that is a name or a description, you don't know. You are of a mind, if I'm of a mind to help, defeat the Easterlings, and a message shouter. Okay. Great. An inspiring presence. And that's part of it, right? Okay. All right. Hey, look, I've defeated Easterlings throughout the Brownlands. Oh, but it doesn't count for the other one because I'm not, the other quest, because I'm not in the camp. Right, all right, let me unlock this. Okay. So that deed, right, the inspiring presence, uninspiring presence, okay, that's the first one. And then it's going to take me out to the Rush Gore. Great. All right, so after I do this one, then I'll complete the others. Great. Okay, thank you. My path is clear now. Yeah, very good. Right. Oh, right, the fell beast broke through the stockade. Of course. Thank you for reminding me of that detail. All right. Then let me head to the camp. Oh, no, wait. Hang on. Let me pop back into Ethelberg and tell him about the traitor. See, here I thought I had neatly closed the loop on the whole brigand plot line. Should have known it wasn't that simple. Thought there seemed a suspicious lack of follow-up. All right, Keola. One of your men a traitor. Uh-oh. Dagbert, but I'm supposed to hand in quests to Dagbert.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Oh, yeah, he's reissuing Dagbert's quests. Okay. Oh, phew. Okay. Okay, good. I thought when a quest ring appeared before, and he's just gone. Wow, his guards are super efficient. Dagbert escaped. Oh no. Okay, got it. All right, no problem. No problem. I still got Dagbert's quest that I've now got redirected to Kaola, right? That was cunning. Okay. Fine, fine. But now Dagbert is on the loose somewhere. I wonder if that's going to be relevant later. Okay, so now I'm going to head down to the camp. How much time do I have? Oh, lots of time. Lots of time for exploring a camp. I'll take the road. Okay. Let's see. Oh, JJ, I was going to answer your question. Is Tom Bombadil good? So yeah, I assume you're referring to the quest chain that was raised by Storied Past on the Exploring the Lord of the Rings discussion board. Oh man, that looks so cool from a distance as you approach. When that huge eagle or falcon just looms up out of the mist there, that is so cool. Okay. All right, anyway, so he was raising the question, is Tom Bombadil good? What this means, I mean, the point is not, like, it's not like from that sort of silly internet theory, you know, of like Tom Bombadil actually being, oh yes, one shot at the Easterling, you know it. Oh, that is so satisfying. He's only one level below me, I would like to point out. Okay. Boom. Okay, so anyway, so Tom Bombadil. So it's not the weird internet theory that he's like actually evil, you know, like a malevolent figure. The point is that he is like, is he good, or in what sense is he good? And the primary whoa, yikes. That was really interesting what just happened there. And oh, I thought he was dying, but he was just kneeling. Now he's dying, so he stands up so he can fall back over backwards. Whew. Okay. Okay, did I make progress in the... Oh, a message shouter. Great. I didn't even notice he was a message shouter. Look at that. How many quests I'm fulfilling with, like, that one combat. Okay. Did I make any... I did make progress on the... fangs. Great, I did. Fantastic. Okay. Anyhow, so right, so the goodness of Tom Bombadil. The point of the question about the goodness of Tom Bombadil is essentially can be boiled down to why doesn't he do anything about the evil that's around him, right? If he's good, then why does he like just turn a blind eye to the Barrow Wights and to Old Man Willow and, you know, all that, right? I mean, he's surrounded, his area is really sketchy, right? And he doesn't seem to care. He's like not bothered by any of this. So how can he be called good? Now, I'm not pretending to really do justice to Storied Past's... Oh, there's a dude standing right there? I don't even see you. Hang on, well, since I didn't see you, let me have a look. You are using a scimitar. Your hair, you've got this... Okay, you're kind of... got this weird comb-over thing happening in the front, which I say, again, like, when you're starting to lose your hair like that, man, just own it. Just own it. Don't try to cover it up like that. It looks bad. But I like the top knot, though. Though I have to say, somebody with that kind of male pattern baldness is unlikely to be able to have a man bun of that kind. I mean, you know, right here where that bun is, that's kind of where it goes first, if you know what I mean. Maybe it's fake. Maybe it's all a wig. Maybe he's actually completely bald, and that's just a really bad wig. Yeah, one way or another. I mean, it does match your natty goatee pretty well, so it's a reasonable choice, but I really think you might want to re-examine your whole coiffure there. Now I'm trying to figure out if that mark up on your receding hairline, just past your receding hairline, really, if that's a scar or if that's a tattoo. It looks like a tattoo. I think it's a tattoo. So he must have gotten it recently, right? It could be dirt, Ginger. I suppose it could be dirt. But I don't think so. It's too sculpted there. And they're into the facial markings. See, I was fine. And now I can get the backpack. You just can't panic, confronted by enemies that are trying to kill you. That is no reason not to... Like, just because somebody's waving a scimitar at you does not mean that you cannot criticize their coiffure. In fact, it just gives you all the more motivation to do so. All right. I suppose I probably can't pick his pocket. Invalid. Oh, well. Oh. Gryfflet fails to one-shot the cat. That's only the second fang drop? Oh, man. They're going to take forever. So, Phil, I did just burglarize that guy. But anyway, let me get back to Tom Bombadil. I'm heavily distractible here in today's session. I'm going to talk about Tom Bombadil and not comment on anybody else until I'm done talking about Tom Bombadil. Okay, so I don't think... Does Tom Bombadil, in order to be good, have to be an activist? Ooh, it's the captain. I'm not sure that he does. I don't think that... it's very understandable. It's very understandable that people would say, okay, there is a correlation between good guys in Tolkien and those who fight and resist evil wherever they find it. Right? There's an unquestionable correlation there. But I don't necessarily think that the two things are identical. I think that you can be good without... I think that you can be good without necessarily seeking out evil and, resisting it wherever you find it. Tom Bombadil's kind of laissez-faire attitude towards the evil that surrounds him is unusual. There's no question that that's unusual. Though I will add, it's far from unknown. It seems to me that what's different about it is the scale. Think about Mirkwood, right? We know that the spiders are the bitter enemies of the elves, or rather the elves are bitter enemies of the spiders, right? That's why that they find it so insulting when Balin starts talking, are they your pet beasts? But the elves don't go after them, right? They don't hunt them down. It's just not how they go about their business. So what conclusions are we meant to draw from that? Does that mean that they're not good people because they don't resist? Again, it's not just about resisting. Because they don't do anything about the spiders? I don't really necessarily think that that's the case. Okay, done with that one. Oh, no, I don't need the ant one here yet. Okay. Still haven't finished Fangs yet, have I? No. We have lots of examples of people who are unquestionably good guys, who nevertheless do not, who still tolerate the presence of evil around them. That guy's up on the rooftop? That is hardcore. Yeah, so I don't think it necessarily calls Tom Bombadil's goodness into question that he does not, that he's never dealt with Old Man Willow. Yeah, I just burgled some Athel essence off this guy. Okay, I can burn this. Yeah. So I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted now thinking about other examples of that. Oh, he found one banner? For real? Still need more fangs, man. So, there are many of Tolkien's good guys who are prone to isolationism. Sometimes they do not. Sometimes they don't attack the evil that is near them because they can't, like because they're not strong enough to do so. But let me get back to Tom Bombadil for a second. Remember that in Tom Bombadil... Oh, wait, there's more. Over here. Missed this set of banners. Remember that with Tom Bombadil. Remember the conversation that he has with the hobbits. And the stories that he tells them. One of the things that happen, one of the consequences of their conversation is sort of this fantasy, that's not the right word, this enchantment that they are under, that they fall under when they are listening to Tom Bombadil. And one of the things that happens, one of the trends in that conversation is the way it's sort of the influence, the impact of Tom Bombadil on them is for them to be able to put themselves inside other people, for them to imagine things that they hadn't imagined before. So they see things from, in particular, they see things from the point of view of the trees. They understand the perspective of the trees. The hostile trees, mind. This is not just like getting inside of, cheerful, friendly trees. This is understanding the perspective of trees like Old Man Willow. And it's not comfortable lore, right? This tree lore that they're getting. It's not that they, from then on see everything from his point of view and, change all of their ways because now they know how the trees feel about it. It's not just that. And yet there is, I'm just checking for quest items here. No. Okay. And yet their point of view, I think, is altered. We, the readers anyway, the hobbits might not be comfortable with it, but we can begin to understand Old Man Willow's point of view. Then later on, we get, yikes, what did you just do to me? Are you still here? Did you die? Can I tell? I guess you did. Weird. Then we as readers meet Treebeard later on. And when we meet Treebeard, we much more emphatically get the point of view of the trees, right? He, that is to say, Treebeard, has heard about, not Old Man Willow personally, but has heard about the old forest, right? A very old forest, that is. And he talks about trees that have gone bad. He talks about trees that, he's not talking about their wood, but who have gone wrong on the inside. He's familiar with this, and it's very clear that to Treebeard, this is a kind of tragedy. He is not in support of it. He's not okay with it. And yet, he doesn't consider them just enemies to be attacked. He doesn't attack them. The Huorns are dark. There's a lot of darkness around the Huorns. And yet Treebeard not only is okay with it, he uses it. I think we need to be careful. Things are not always as sort of cut and dried as they seem. Okay, we've got more sorcerers here, but we've got enough medallions from them. Do we need anything else? Did I get anything in my loot? No, I didn't. Okay, so the Brotherhood of the Mind. We're done with the Brotherhood of the Mind. So we need to go to the Brotherhood of the Spirit. Yes. Brotherhood of the Spirit is what we're looking for next. Got enough message shouters. Man, they're all over the place. I needed 2 of those? Okay. Ooh, hang on. Let me see what's in the tent. Another sorcerer. Big fire pit. No smoke hole. Oh, unless that's one over there. No, that's a patch. Bunch of... what is this? Just like a hangout? Okay. Where is the way through to the rest of the camp? Where's the next bit? I seem to have hit a dead end. Did I get turned around here? So is that the symbol of the Brotherhood of the Mind in particular? Do I have to take a left up here? Yes. Okay. Got it. Got it. Got it. All right. Thank you, guys. Who do we have in here? More Brotherhood of the Mind fellows. I think I'll go upstairs. Who's upstairs? What is at the top of this attractive tower? Is this just a watchtower? I say attractive. I don't mean it's beautiful, because it's not. Attractive in the sense of tempting to walk up on top of. What do we have in here? Hi. Hi, excuse me, who are you? Just two more sorcerers? Is that all you guys are? Oh, another man bun thing. You too? It's caught on among the sorcerer class? At least the other guy was honestly bald. Okay. All right. Take the fast way down. Oops. I didn't mean to jump on top of you there. Sorry to cause any alarm. I'm just passing through. I think there's another part of the camp right over there, which I'm just headed for. So if you just... There we go. We'll be about our business separately. Great. Okay. Here we go through. Blue-clad sorcerer. Are you the other? Yes, you are. We have found the place where the dark blue sorcerers are. That's lovely. Oh man, I want to one-shot a sorcerer now. Okay. Horns, Treebeard, Tom Bombadil. Treebeard is not going to fight against the Horns. The way that he talks about those trees that are bad right through, right? He's not deluding himself about them, and it isn't that he doesn't care. It's not that he doesn't care about goodness, right? Nor is his own goodness in any way called into question. But he's certainly not taking matters into his own hands. You know, he's neither correcting, because I don't think he can correct them, nor is he opposing or fighting the Horns. The relationship between especially Tom Bombadil and Old Man Willow seems to me really of that kind. That is where he is... Tom Bombadil has been in that spot of forest practically forever. He almost certainly remembers Tom Bombadil. He almost certainly remembers Old Man Willow from before Old Man Willow went wrong. Old Man Willow has a story, right? And if you think back in a different way, right? If you think back, not thinking back in the history of Middle-earth, but thinking back into Tolkien's, like the history of the story of Tom Bombadil, right? So you go back to the stories, where the stories came from, namely the poem, right? The original Adventures of Tom Bombadil poem. It's pretty clear in the poem that Tom Bombadil and Old Man Willow are friends. There's a kind of jocularity in their conversation with each other. Like, yes, Old Man Willow, Old Man Willow traps him. And Tom Bombadil makes him let him out and puts him to sleep. Here's a little hut. Bags hanging on sticks, little pots. And a pile of those chamber pots? Nah, not a wide enough mouth. Anyway. Okay. Oh, I'm going to go uphill here, but first, my last banner. And that's all. I've done all the quests. Which means I'm going to have to come back here, right? Doesn't it? Because I've done it. Let me check. Yeah. Yeah, that's all of them. I've completed all the quests, but I've not gotten to, like, the boss fight at the middle. Oh, wait, look, it's just a... Well, let me go up and visit anyway. Okay. Right. Another little watchtower thing here. Little, I like this little... It's like a gatehouse, except it's a tent. Man, what will these Easterlings not think of next? Can I just say I love your hat? I mean, your hat. Oh, you summoned a ghost. A shackled oathbreaker. Wow. Why can I not zoom in? I want to zoom in further. That mask helmet thing you've got going. How did he die? I'm not even doing anything. Did you just kill your own ghost accidentally? That was careless of you. Are there eye holes? Why can't I zoom? Stop letting me zoom. Oh well. I think it's got eye holes and spikes and a mask. That is seriously intimidating looking. Is it the tent that's messing up with the camera? No, it's not letting me scroll at all. Huh. Warriors, berserkers, big tent at the top of the hill, big tent. Who's in the big tent? Oh, is this one that only comes in the epic? I think this is gonna be instance time up here. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Who's in the little tent? Hi. Oh, man, aren't you lucky, Mr. Kundawar Captain? You get not only the cool tent, but you get the excellent cloak and the really attractive skirt. And I love your leather armor and that scimitar. I mean, your ensemble, plus the nobly shaven head. I mean, your ensemble is the best. It really is. If I had to be an Easterling, I would want to be you. Okay. Oh, hi, Kiriana. I mistook you for an Easterling there for a second. Okay, let's see. If I can get out... Can I get out up here anywhere? Can I get out without walking all the way through the camp again? Is this a convenient cliff? Oh, no, I don't really want to swim. This is an inconvenient cliff. Is there a cliff on the... more convenient cliff on the other side? Excuse me, guys. Don't mind me. Okay. Right? Am I outside the wall? I am. Lovely. This is just what I was looking for. Great. course, the cat walks over as soon as I jump. It's okay. All right. Cool. Excellent. Okay. Have I answered the Tom Bombadil question? I've wandered around the Tom Bombadil question, but I don't think I fully answered it. But do you see what I'm getting at? At the end of the day, I am uncomfortable calling Tom's goodness into question by whether or not he decides to pony up and go fight the Barrow Downs. Like his tolerance, fight the Barrow Downs, fight the Barrow Wights. His tolerance of the Barrow Wights and Old Man Willow as neighbors does not necessarily suggest to me that he's not good. It's tricky. Oh, look, here's Game Mill. Gamal. If this Coroton continues to inspire their forces, it will not be long before they march on Standguard. Okay. The word Coroton. I think it is not a name. It has much in common with the word for black cloak. But they don't wear black cloaks. They wear blue cloaks. The word is loud inside your head, Nazgul. Oh, great. That's it. So no... Oh, hang on. Let me dismount here to fight you. So there's no... And there's no vector to my next quest, other than the fact that it's in the Rushgore. Okay, completed that one. Complete a bubbling in the blood. Where do I pick that up? Have I mentioned that I get annoyed by this particular segment of the epic? Okay, yes, I get a quest line for it now, and it's with the Mirkwood folks. Okay. But anyway, I don't need to worry about that because I'm not going to do that now. I'll come back to those when I'm done with the rest of the Brownlands. And I just went through and pretty much mopped up the camp of Kundalar more or less by myself. No offense, Kiriana. Kiriana totally helped. But, yeah. All right. What else? See? Twigga, you're not going to turn out to be a traitor too, are you? Here's your fangs. Here's... Yep, I killed that guy. And no follow-ups. Okay.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Yeah, you doubt I deterred them at all? Well, we'll see. I took out the Brotherhood of the Mind and the Brotherhood of the Spirit. That's right.
Aid the horse lords.
And I burned the... Hey.
Our mission
Okay.
is dire.
They weren't deterred. No, that's fine. Okay, follow up.
Aid the Rohirrim.
Here's our instance. Let's assault it. We're going to attack Lashkar. Do I have enough time? Ooh, might have to start with this next time. All right. I will assault it with you. We'll start with the assault, and then it'll be done pretty much with most of these quests. And then we will... then I'll move on to the Ents and the Entwives for next time. Okay, cool. All right, I think Gryfflet will... I'll just keep Gryfflet here, and we can start with the instance next time. So, before I go, though, I have two announcements that I want to share with you guys. First, big thing that's happening soon that I wanted to... because it's a LOTRO thing. I've decided that it's been way too long since I've done a LOTRO marathon. In particular, since I've done anything with Wigend, my Guardian, who is my highest level character, who is still, I'm embarrassed to say, only level 99. But I want to keep going. I want to keep going through the epic quest line and see more stuff I've never seen before in the game. So if you would like to join me, I'm good. So I last left Wigend. The last marathon I did with Wigend, we went from the Paths of the Dead all the way through the Battle of Pelargir. So I've left him just after the Battle of Pelargir is still where Wigend is. So what I want to do is I want to play Wigend again, and I want to get Wigend all the way up to Minas Tirith if I can from there. I'm not going to do a lot of the side quests with Wigend. I know that there are really awesome side quests down there in Gondor, but the Gryfflet will get a chance to do those. With Wigand, I want to go through, and in particular, I really want to go towards the Battle of Pelennor Field. So I'm not 100% sure how long it'll take me to get to the Battle of Pelennor Field, but I'm going to at least get up to the battle, and I'll do as much of it as I can. So that's going to happen this Sunday, 2 days from today. I've been trying to work my schedule, and I've had a whole bunch of things going on, but so I think I finally managed to find a chunk of time. And I'm going to do it. So I'm going to start streaming at about 1 p.m. Eastern time. It's 1 p.m. Server time on Sunday. And I'm going to be on the Signum channel. So this is twitch.tv/SignumU. Is where I'll be streaming. Anyhow, so, okay. So I'm going to do, I'm gonna start at 1 p.m. and I'm not gonna go super late because it's Sunday, and you gotta work tomorrow, and I gotta get my kids to school, and there's a lot going on. But I'm gonna try to go until at least 8 or 9 o'clock. So I'm hoping for a good 7-8 hour marathon on Sunday, and I want to get Wigand up to Minas Tirith at least if I can. So we'll see. We'll see how far I can get. We'll see how much I can accomplish during that time. I'm planning to solo as much as I can. I might need some Madman. I might need some assistance at some point. We'll see what happens. But anyway, so Phil, it's there's 5 hours difference with the UK right now. I'm pretty sure. Having just been in 2 different parts of Europe in the last several weeks. I'm a little confused, but I'm pretty sure it's a 5 hour difference from the UK. Anyway, and yes, maybe the girls of Middle Earth will come and join me. I know they were planning their usual slot, which I don't think I'm going to overlap. So maybe they can come and be guests with me during the latter part of my marathon. So 1 p.m. twitch.tv/SignumU. Go over to twitch.tv/SignumU and subscribe, and then you'll get the notification when we go live, as well as notifications of all of our other edifying and often educational programs at SignumU's Twitch channel. The other thing that I would like to emphasize, the other sort of big announcement, Mythmoot is coming up, our big annual conference in the Washington, D.C. area in Leesburg, Virginia, near Dulles Airport. Mythmoot is the end of June. It is the 27th through the 30th of June. It is a really, really wonderful time. I always love seeing LOTRO folks there. So I want to encourage you to attend if you possibly can. But I know that many of you can't attend live because you can't make the trip or whatever, it's really far away. So this year we have a new option available. We have a new thing called MootCast, where you can register to attend the entire conference, all of the panels and all of the talks and everything live. And not only will you get to watch it all live through our webinar interface, but you will also be able to have access to a complete digital archive, a complete recording of all of that stuff after the fact. So even if there are things that you missed because you were attending one talk and another talk is happening live in a different room, you can go back and watch them afterwards. MootCast is also going to be available to everyone who is attending live. So if you're coming, you will also get access to the recordings and everything. So you'll be able to have access to that archive as well. Anyway, so this is good. I'm really, really glad that we can make this possible. It's a kind of a big undertaking. There's a lot that we needed to put into place in order to make that happen. So that's why there is a registration fee, like there, for the rest of the event. Events are always expensive. Like, they cost so much to put on. It's why, we always have to charge for events, because they cost a lot to put on. And as many of you know, our goal always every year is for our whole events budget to equal out, right? We don't want to be in the hole for our events. We don't have any aspirations to really make money through our events. We just need to pay our costs. So MootCast is gonna be part of that. There is a registration fee with MootCast because it does cost us money to get all that together and to broadcast that. But it's going to be possible for people to participate virtually and remotely at Mythmoot this year. And I'm super excited about that. So the cost, yes. So the cost is $75 for the whole weekend. So you get all 4 days and all of the archives and everything for $75. The registration fee, the in-person registration fee is, of course, a great deal more, because then we have to pay for food and everything else. So, But anyway, there you go. So that's what's going to be happening. And I just wanted to let you know that was there and hope to be able to see you. So now there is less excuse not to attend Mythmoot if you happen to live really far away. And yes, Maven, the Mythmoot attendees do get it too. So people who are coming live will get access to the full archives. And technically, you could sit in one room and stream another room, but that'd be a little bit rude. So mostly it's for the archive purposes. Okay, cool. Oh no, is my pending loot giving me trouble? Oh, right. Things are vanishing. That's okay. I'm not that bothered. Okay. Excellent. Very good. Thank you, everybody. So those are my two big announcements I wanted to make sure to deliver before I left here today. And I will be back next week. I should be here for most of May. I'll be going away again in the very last week of May, but I should be here between now and the end of May. So thanks for joining me, everybody. Druid's Fire's up next. Stick around for Druid's Fire's stream, and I will see you guys hopefully on Sunday, Signum U channel, 1 p.m. Drop in at some point during the day, and you can see me. Remember, when I'm doing my Wigend stream, when I'm doing the marathons like this, I'm seeing stuff I've never seen before. I've been to Minas Tirith. I've seen Minas Tirith. I've toured around it, both as a chicken and as a person, but I've never done any of the quests. So all that storyline and the way I've heard rumors about how they handle the Battle of Pelennor Field and the setup to the Battle of Pelennor Field, but I've never seen it before. So if you want to see, when I'm doing Gryfflet, I'm getting to explore a bunch of things more thoroughly than I've often done before. But rarely am I seeing something completely new in Gryfflet. In Wigend, almost everything I'm seeing is totally new to me, so you can see my first reactions to stuff. Anyway, that's what's going to be happening on Sunday. Thanks, everybody. See you guys later. Bye now. Thanks for joining in on my rambles around Standing Stone's brilliant digital adaptation of Tolkien's world. If you enjoy these adventures, please consider supporting this and other entertaining educational programming by donating at signumuniversity.org/fund.